And then what's crazy, I was just looking on Facebook, and that's why I don't really go on Facebook. A lot of stuff be subliminal to me. Like, when I see black men old enough to be my dad, more threatening manner than, support, it really just, it's heartbreaking. It's really heartbreaking. Because we're all black. If we can't depend on each other, who can we depend on? Now, in certain situations, I can understand people getting themselves in stuff that they just shouldn't. But to have any type of negative aspect against the black woman, that I only came here to get a job. I'm trying to get my kids. I'll be willing to do anything to get my kids away from my crazy ass crackhead mom. And so getting a job outside of Ohio, if that works, I'm willing to do it. Because my kids want to be with their mom. So, it's sad. It make me wonder, like, generations after us, it's going to be worse? There's no respect for the black woman. Like, throughout this whole thing, at first, they used to use older black men. Like, in Ohio, pretty much it was older black men, old enough to be my dad, my uncle, just too old to be attacking me. And I would just be looking like, dang, for real? The way we display ourselves in the black community is terrible. Black men is supposed to protect the black women. Like, I'm actually a good person in the community. An asset to the community. I give back to the community. Not a lot. I don't have a lot. But there's a lot of people that need to eat or whatever it is that they need a couple of dollars for, that's homeless and have no support. I don't know. This shit just really irritates me. I don't know, it just really made me feel some type of way. Because it's not scary for me that the black community display themselves like this and set you up like this, or have a problem with you, or come for you. For what? Because I'm not trying to get nobody in no shit. I'm not tattletelling on people. I'm not doing anything but trying to move on from this, because I'm still trying to get my kids. It's like motherfuckers just sit and watch me all day just to find a problem. Well, when I feel like responding, because you looking for a problem, you'll find one every time. This shit through as fuck. And that's why I keep saying the older generations, like, I'm not sure where their thought process is, but there's just a lack of respect for black women, because there's no reason why anybody in the black community wouldn't in some way, shape, or form support me. Even if it's just words of encouragement. But just to be threatening for no reason? Okay. This is some weird ass crazy shit for real. I don't know. It'd be a lot that I want to say, but I'm just not even going to say nothing, because I keep telling myself, quit even responding or complaining. It ain't nothing that you can do. It's literally everybody in a city attacking. But what am I going to do? But not only that, they were threatening on it on social media too. Like, what? And not one person is in support of me working and getting my kids. They're in support of my parents trying to sacrifice me. And I don't give a fuck. It ain't nothing I can do. But I'm a voice when this shit really getting on my nerves. It's way too much focus on me from too many people. And there's nothing that I'm doing to even antagonize no shit like this. Absolutely nothing. I'm not trying to go find people to do anything. I'm not calling the police. I'm not doing shit. It's just them just doing something constantly. You know how that look? Pressed. Because I don't even do nothing but talk shit in my car. So, you know, I don't know. It's to the point where people want to gaslight me so much. Like, it's funny. But, what's up, Carlos? I'm really a bad bitch. And it seems like everybody's mad. And I'm actually a good person. I don't do things for integrity or talk about morals or anything like that for anybody. Because don't nobody got to go stand in front of God with me. It's only going to be me. That's why I don't fool with people. I'm so disappointed in black women. Like, black women have said, are you sure that it's not because of felonies that you can get a job? My felony needs to be 7 years old and sometime in April or May. I'm super excited about that. People saying it's 10 years now. I don't know. But it hasn't been stopping me from getting a job. Why would it start in Kentucky? I know what jobs to get as a felon. I've been a felon for what, 6 years, 7 years? No, 7 years. So they'll be like, well, maybe you should go to places like Job and Family Services. I'm not sure what parts help you, and they can help you do so because my parents tried to sacrifice me, it means I need help with a resume and application. So we willing to degrade another black woman. Like, they took my kids into court because there's nothing I can do. This is on record. It's public information. And you mean to tell me, in support of helping me find some type of lawyer or anything positive, question my education? Like, I got a resume from just when I had a job not too long ago. And so I'm not sure my skill set has stayed the same since I've gotten thousands of jobs. So it's kind of like, you're slandering black. You willing to make your own culture look bad and stupid. For what? That's weird to me. And so then, like, just the stuff that they offer, but nobody offers me to have a position working in one of their companies, one of their successful businesses. I've never been a slacker. Like, my jobs are management, assistant store manager, not leads. I'm very skilled and qualified. And so, I don't know, this whole shit is fucked up. But how it look, because I'm just looking at the shit, there's nothing I can do. You know, I'm just looking like, damn, black people really fucked up, because this is literally the only culture that behave like this. The way a motherfucker can make you turn on your own peoples is exactly why there's no franchises, why we don't have this, why we don't have that, and we don't have no voice or power anywhere. Because at the level at which we will attack each other because of someone else's better interest is insane. It's really heartbreaking. But, oh well. I keep to myself anyway. I don't be looking for approval, appointment, friendship, nothing from other people. I learned a long time ago, keep to my motherfucking self. I don't ever want to have another co-defendant or a fake friend. So, I don't know. But y'all through as fuck. There's nothing hardcore or cool about no shit like this. Not to mention I'm by myself. It's literally the whole city attacking me and I'm by myself. But it's been going on for almost a year. Like, it's just me. And I'm homeless outside. So they can ride past and attack me all day and night. Ain't nothing I can do because it's police protected. Like... This shit is crazy. But, yeah, I don't know, man. It's so many better things that I could be doing with my life. And to think that all my adult years, on and off, have been wasted towards doing this gaslighting, gang stalking shit. For me to know that this is happening, they know it's happening, but they're claiming I'm crazy and it's not happening. Like, I am so over this dumb shit. I mean, think about how stupid this shit is. And this is your part in the group. Not you. I'm talking about people involved. I just wouldn't be able to do that position. And then to watch how shiesty motherfuckers is that put shit into play, it just, the angle from which I've seen it, black people crazy. And a lot of people just don't even see it and how deep it really is. That's why I'm convinced this is a racist hate crime against a black woman. And that's just really all it is. And everybody's under a different illusion of what happened or what's going on with me or why. Because they spread different rumors about me in the hood that I don't even be knowing about. And so then I don't know what niggas be thinking. They done told motherfuckers I set people up. When in the fuck have I ever set a nigga up? Like, I don't even deal with niggas on the level where they personal shit like, no, I didn't. But they tell people shit that has somebody want to harm you. Or tell people I'm the police, bro. I don't even trust the police. I don't call the police. I don't fuck with the police. So how did what? And it just be shit like that. I don't know. Bunch of setup shit. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of sitting around not having nothing to do. Like, I can't even go to work. I've never not worked. I might get fired and be in between jobs. But other than when I wrote scripts and was just going through shit, I've never not worked or done anything. Like, there's nothing else to do. And so it's to the point where women have to have pads, tampons, stuff like that. These white people have really had it to the point where, like, nobody's allowed to help me if I can't work. Like, they even want me to sell pussy for some motherfucking pads and tampons. And nobody sees a problem with that's the respect they got for a black woman. Y'all just want to join and participate? But I promise you, ain't nobody getting my soul or spirit. If something was to happen to me, that's dead. You have to know even your spiritual side of shit. Because I'm not really even sure if people is even being hosted by themselves or if somebody hosting them. Because once you lose your soul, there's nothing you can do to control you. Because the way people moving, I'm just looking at this shit like, it don't seem real. Like, it just don't seem real. Like, it don't even look like it's real people or people with a brain. Ain't no way you're, like, I don't know, man. This is just crazy. And I know for sure people jump bodies. I know for sure. I used to tell Dime all the time, and I didn't know Dime was spiritually inclined. I didn't even know he was involved in groups and stuff. I didn't know. I don't talk to him about stuff like that. Like, I'm not nosy. I don't get into, like, I'm really a woman. Like, I do women stuff. So, I'm telling him, like, Dime, you have to believe in something, because I know he never believed in God. And I used to tell him about that all the time. But it was like, I would ask him, do he believe in the devil? Because, like, me and Dime used to be real close. Like, prior to this, we never even got into it. It's like 1,000 people in my phone trying to stop my fucking internet from working, man. These peasants is some dickheads. I hate them. And everybody involved. But anyway, I used to tell him, like, you have to believe in something. Because if not, you're just an open vessel for anything to enter you. And a lot of people think that just jumping into somebody's spirit, reading them and stuff like that, you have to have, by spiritual law, you need to have permission from that person. Because you can't just violate like that. You can, but it's consequences for that. It's a lot of stuff that people I'm just looking at this shit. Like, for anybody, that's why they can never figure me out. Because you can't just jump in my spirit and read me. I didn't say you can do that. Neither did God. And so that's why a lot of the times it's bad information. You get in entities telling you stuff about a person that's absolutely not true. Because anybody can be cloaked. They jump bodies. It can be anybody. Like, they say that Jay-Z is David Rockefeller, and I 100% believe that. Because all of a sudden, Warren Buffett and Jay-Z started being best friends. David Rockefeller and Warren Buffett always been best friends. That's why it's a lot of stuff, but it's just so interesting how this shit is going, bruh. And I'm just looking at it like, wow. In the way black men are going hard for me, like, I don't know. This shit is crazy. Like, I'm not used to guys being mean to me. Guys normally like me, so fuck you too. This is some weird shit. So now I'm just gonna sit in my car for the rest of the day. That's all I do is just sit in my car. I'm not out taunting people, talking shit. Only time I really even talk shit about these people is when I'm fed up for the day. It didn't bother me. There is nothing even to fuel their anger. I'm really a bad bitch, and they're completely mad about it. So I just sit in my car for the rest of the day, do applications, and that's all I can do. Like, I'm stressed out. Like, I just don't want to do this anymore. This is just stupid. Like, this is the new gangster. I'm by myself 100%, and these are men, primarily white men, attacking me. Like, the van that I'm about to post was the shield for somebody to put that shit on my car where they're able to control it. Like the shit that they poured inside of my last battery. When my car was doing all type of shit on its own. This shit's so crazy. But I know I contacted the FBI, so I know that they are watching. It's just, and somebody's always doing something, so then it's more to investigate. One of the things that I wish I would have done, it should be a division of investigators for the federal government that investigate the judicial system, make sure everything is running smoothly. Because if you think about it, the judge has more power than the president. There's a judge in every jurisdiction. The judge has the ability to take your entire life off from you on a bribe, payment, just to tell a white lie. And humans are humans. We have good humans. We have bad humans. We have humans in desperation. We have shady hustling humans. It's all type of different people, and they're just humans. We cannot put all of our trust in these people that can actually take somebody's life from a lie. And so, like, I used to always just think, like, when I was leaving Columbus, going back to Cincinnati, they had started controlling my car, just doing dumb shit, and unlocking my doors, showing me that they had a way to unlock my doors. That's fine. So I had to start making police reports because I had a feeling they'll try to put something in my car. And luckily, this was the first time ever that I just on the first try ended up getting an officer that understood what I was talking about and wasn't about to play the dumb role, actually gave me advice as though I was somebody that he would that he knows it's a problem. And I was grateful for that, because 9 times out of 10 you get an officer to try to talk to you like you're crazy. And so, I don't know, but I did a great job. I'm forever proud of myself. They can do whatever the fuck they want to do. This is 11 years later, and they're still doing the same shit. They've added thousands of more people, plus weapons. There's nothing I can do but just look at y'all and try to, I don't know. But, I don't know. I'm just trying to, the thing that confuses me in 2025 is the fact that there's people that still think they need to control and own people. I don't see that we ever had a crime rate so high that people can't control themselves, make decisions for themselves, and independently live in freedom. If so, the government would have called in the military. It's not out of control like that. There's not just constant riots everywhere, people just destroying property. It's not like that in the world, in America. So the fact that there's people that bleed the same, everything that God made every other human do, they can do. Where is that mentality from? Why would somebody need to own somebody or control somebody? And they're using this power and control to target single black women. The first thing they do is take your kids. I've been thinking about this shit so heavy because it's happening all the time to black women that don't have siblings, that don't have a family, whose parents on drugs, this, that. Normally the black sheep of the family. They take your kids first. It's a whole progress that it goes through. It's stages that it goes through. And it's the same time. They just use the same act every time, over and over again. But they take your kids first. And so after they take your kids, then of course you go through losing your job and you do this and you do that. Like, for instance, with me, they gave me arthritis after all of the false infused illnesses that I see that they cause. I know that that's where I got the arthritis from, because I don't have it anymore. I don't have a degenerated bone island. I don't, now that I'm not taking gabupentins and Percocets and my bones are completely healthy. That shit will tear you up. Those prescription medications are not that safe. Like, it just, I don't know, it wasn't for me. But they gave me the arthritis, and so then I started taking perks, and so then it's a whole process they do to just take you down. My mom had smoked crack the whole time that I was a kid, and I better had to stay out of grown people's business. She did a decent job raising me. She just was a bitch that didn't like me. And so, but I learned a lot of good values from her, and I've always had everything, so it was cool. But they get you on Percocets and then have somebody try to call. It's the same shit. And so many black women by themselves are getting pushed in a corner where they're by themselves just to become another addict, drug addict, and sex slave for them. And that's what's happening. Like, I'm watching this shit. And everybody will corner one black woman just to go in to their trafficking system of whatever. That's some foul ass shit. I'm talking about the amount of black people that's involved. And nobody has nothing to say. Even if it's a good person that's an asset to your community, nobody says anything. I couldn't even be a part of that. Like, there's just no way that I would be, I don't know. What it is y'all don't know spirituality. Like, I've always lived in a spiritual mind, because that's really what life is. I always think like, well, I ain't gonna do that. Or I'm scared to hear God say, depart from me. That's a real fear for me, because I know it's real. But I've been rocking with God, and He's been rocking with me the whole way through, because I had a bitch for a mom. That's how He's been with me the whole time. My family's always been against me. I've never had anybody but me. It been me and God. And so I just don't like disappointing Him. I'm so, like, worried about it. I lie to myself to make me do something I know I ain't supposed to be doing, just to try to make me feel like, okay, I probably ain't that bad. But nobody has that in them. And, like, if you don't know the spiritual part of life, that's the only thing that's important. Because that's where you're going to spend the rest of your time. That could be a mind state. It can be like your shell died looking like Danielle and being Danielle. But since my spirit and my soul live forever, whoever, God just put me wherever. So I'm this shell this time, but it's still my same soul. And I still got to answer for that hell that I got to deal with. Nobody is looking at this spiritually and how it's going to affect you then. When you think about, I think I said this before, but it's one of my favorite examples because I think it's so interesting. Because DMX, he is a spiritual specialist. But like, everybody said the same thing, like he's not dead. And he did linger around for a while before he just died. And they said he was discussing with whomever, whatever spiritual power what he was discussing with. He was discussing, should he come back to Earth, stay on Earth, or should he go ahead and die? Because he was tired of shit. He was checking his spiritual ranking with the devil. He was spiritual ranked enough, he was talking to Lucifer. Like, he was talking to somebody of power. And this is what his friends said. Like, everybody's saying the same thing. And, like, you do have a spiritual ranking. Like, spiritual life still continues. Whether you remember or not, I don't know. But he wanted to die. He died because he wanted to see what his ranking was, if he's going to be a boss down there and have power, or he still had work to do, because they're under contract too with the devil. And so I knew by Leor, the owner of 3,000 Records, I knew that meant he's going to be Leor's handler 9 times out of 10. Because the things that he said for that funeral sermon that he gave him, you could tell the hate was just too real. It's spiritual power you gotta have in hell too. Imagine being considered a nothing or nobody, a pawn, and you in hell. Bro, you gonna suffer worse than anything. I don't know. It's just, I'm watching this shit, man, and it's really just on levels that I just can't believe, because the stuff that people are doing. It's just, I don't know. But I wish y'all would leave me the fuck alone. Again, the only help that I need is some money and a job. That's it. I've only ever worked to pay bills, to look out for my parents and other people, and to take care of shit. I've only had to work, and I don't have nothing to do but work. So I could work 1, 2 jobs like I always have. I don't even have my kids. I'm blacklisted. And there's no support or power within the leadership of the black community. So if anybody independently own anything, I'm a good worker at whatever I do, and I'm not lazy. But, yeah. So, and that's what organizations was for. It was supposed to be the voice of integrity and power for the black community. Like, if so-and-so gets in trouble, and you know that this ain't a bad person, they'll probably never be in trouble again. The organizations is supposed to be the voice to go sit at the table with the other power. It's not like that no more. At all. It's just if you on your own. And the fucked up part about it is the people that they put in shit like this is people that don't have family and is by themselves. So again, I don't know. This shit is just weird as hell. But I'm blessed. This has been a journey from God, and I'm grateful that He chose me to do it. Y'all need to get y'all's spiritual intellect together, because we living in times, like the Bible said, we are not fighting against people. These are principalities. Nobody have morals or integrity as far as anything. It's all about money. And then once you get the money, for some reason you end up sold. And it's just not good. I mean, I'm going to rather stand in my power and my trust and love in God. It's just death before dishonor with me. I'm not willing to slice nobody for me to be successful. Because at the end of the day, I don't even see anybody living like they got money. Or like I just don't see it. Like, I would always go to source before I would go to any spiritual entity. Because why not go to source? There's so many stories of people that just went and took a break, went to the crossroads. And because if you have source, why would you use a third party? And what people don't recognize is that we living in a time where, think about how much they used to energy harvest. Have large concerts, then something destructive happen. That energy is needed in order to continue to drive and derive power. That's why the money and sex demon is so strong right now, because they're using all of this immoral sex. Because the power is being drained. I don't know, the shit deep how it go. But y'all should know that, especially people that's in the organization. Like, when I see somebody going through something and they be like, I'm about to go to church. And so, I don't know, but I'll still, even though it's a lot of people I just don't like if you a part of this, I do not forgive you. But I feel bad because I never consider people that are like me, and they got their kids still, and so you just sometimes just make the bad decision. So I always want to say, I love everybody that is not a part of this, and the secret people that do help me, because it has to be somebody. Like, God has people that work for Him too. But the people that's involved, especially the black people, this is why we don't have any power, say so, or respect by any other culture. Because we don't respect our own. Another culture can turn you against your own. I remember I was watching a report thing one day, and they was like, well, this is when the Asian man was supposed to be running for president. It wasn't this election. It was maybe the last one or the one before that. I don't remember, but I'll never forget this this panel. The Asian man said the black community is, he said, is the worst off. And the reason being is because he said it can be 3 stores. It could be an Asian store, it could be a Caucasian store, and it can be a black store. He said the Caucasians will go to their store, the Asians will go to their store, but the black people will go to the Caucasian store and the Asian store and not their own. And that's a problem. And if you think about it, it's really like that in every aspect of the black community. And that's true. It's a problem. Because we will always run to seek acceptance so we can be told yes instead of no. In a community where everybody is equal, why are we still getting, like, the shit crazy? But it's the truth. We would go to every other store other than our own, and that's some crazy shit. Now, I'm going to tell you what I would. I would start off trying to go to the black stores, but I would have to deal with black women and their badass attitudes, they smart-ass mouths when they're dealing with other black women. And that's a problem. Like, at some point, we got to want better. Because as a culture, if everybody owns stuff outside of us, what if the doomsday really come? We ain't about to have shit. We got to get acceptance again. We got to see if they'll take us, because we never have shit of our own. And I'm just not sure where y'all's mind is at. But then I got to think about it. They putting shit in everything. So, everybody reacts to chemical substances differently. Everybody's breathing in that direct energy. By the grace of God, I can spit it up. What about everybody that isn't able to spit it up? You still, because the particles are so small, it has to create that mucus to spit up. Other than that, these particles is just on your lungs, on everything, just sticking. If you're not coughing that shit up, eventually, whenever they activate it, you're going to be fucked up. And so, everybody running around wanting to involve themselves in attacking me. So then what does that do? Nobody's getting my solar spirit, period. They can tell you whatever they want. Spiritually, they have no power over God. I surrendered to God when I was young. So, you can't just take from God. You can, like on earth, make people believe that, but you just can't just do that. And so, I don't know, man, but this shit is bad. I'm really just an outsider looking in because I'm tired of it. I'm just tired of it. And so, I'm just looking at it because what can I do? And this shit is really interesting than a motherfucker because I'm wondering, what type of people do y'all still have? Like, a lot of people are soulless. Do that make you brainless too? I don't know. This shit deep. But I'm just tired of it because I'm the only one suffering. And it's only because I said, no, I don't want to sell my soul. So they tell every lie and start every situation and order everybody to try to attack me and fuck me over and try to kill me. It ain't even about money because at this point, they just mad. These is jealous people tactics. It looks like everybody's jealous of me and just hating on me. Everybody's helping them keep me from my kids, and everybody's helping them stop me from getting a job to just live a regular life. I have to be pushed into poverty. And then these motherfuckers so delusional, they'll really talk to me like they can convince me this is my fault. What? Eternity is real. A lot of y'all are being judged, and I'm actually being tested. And that's what's happening. Like, when they say this is the end of times, it is. The balance is so far off. Like, the scales are off. In 1 Timothy, I can't never tell you exactly where. I know it's in the Bible at, but I know the Bible, and a little bit. But, If you can quote scriptures, I normally like quote them and know exactly where they're at. I don't know them that well, so, but it tells you at the end of in the last days, everybody would turn their back from God. And that was something that used to scare me. It made me even feel like a nervous ting in my chest, because it's like, what would the world be like if everybody turned their back on God? That means it's all gonna be bad people. Like, what would that look like? Like, that's scary to even think about. It's only people around that supports the devil and not God. I'm looking around me, and there is no people of God within hindsight of where I can recognize them. So I'm just like, that is this time. This shit is so spiritual that, you know, I don't believe everything in the Bible, and everything in the New Testament is very questionable. But if you know God, he will lead you to understand it. He will lead you to know what the purpose is for you. And I can be completely wrong. This is just what I think personally. There is no way that the Bible has one meaning. That reminds me of the New World Order. One religion, one government, one currency, one belief for the Bible. That can't be true. For number one, the Bible is in parables. Someone isn't going to give you a clue about something unless it's a clue to see what the how the riddle is how the riddle end up being for you. Everybody got a different purpose. The Lord may send you to Matthew for just any chapter in Scripture based off of what you're going through, and that is going to have a meaning set for your situation. God may lead me to that same scripture, but the parable will make it different from my situation, and I'm going to understand it how God presented to me. It cannot possibly have the same meaning for everybody, because we're not always all going through that. Like, people always tell me my life reminds them of the book of Job, and I think about it like it do. I'm always being tested by God. But the amount of wisdom that God showed me in Revelation, I'm so blessed that I had the opportunity to learn and see, because this shit has been interesting than a bitch. But it's just like, I'm over it now, because I'm the only one suffering. It's just, I'm over it. But I got to participate as long as God is using me. And since I surrendered to God, he uses me a lot. And so, just got to deal with it. But I suggest y'all to all get in touch with yourself. Learn how to love yourself. You can't always please everybody. Like with me, I can't bow down to something I don't respect. I would never, because of the integrity of myself, do something to make some kids suffer without their mom. I couldn't participate in that because my conscience would eat me alive. So, you know, I guess it's just different. But you got to get in touch with yourself, because ultimately, if somebody own you, then they own your kids. And the things that I see now, like, why do we have our black young men missing school to gang stop? The type of stuff you find in an adult's phone is just not for children. Teenagers don't even need to have nothing like that on their mind. And so the fact that that's what our teenagers are doing, but other teenagers are advancing in school and other places, is crazy. And everybody's just going along. How don't nobody have a problem? Because this is just me. I'm only one person. I'm not the only person that this is happening to, by far. And it seemed like each city you go to, like, no one cares. I don't know. But it breaks my heart more than anything when I see black people participate in this shit, because it's not going to benefit you in any way. Only thing it's going to do is be another strike against you and why you going to hell. Because to attack someone in the form of the stuff that they have people doing, it's not good. It's everything against God. You're lying. You're being jealous. You're not supposed to be envious. So, you know, you got to consider yourself sometimes, and it's sad what's going on. And then it makes me wonder, because I remember Dick Gregory. Like, I don't care for him because he's definitely a coon, and he towards his older days, he started to give some truth, but he already did everything to pay his price for fame and money in his early days. But he said that the spray that they used to put in the air when they was claiming mosquitoes was real bad, and they went around spraying places, That's what they did in the black communities, and that's what happened to a lot of people's brain, because it was used to make you lack empathy. It was used to affect your consciousness, and your conscience is the part of you where that God, where you come to your senses. And so I always got a hater calling me, like, if I'm on live or something. Like, that shit irritate the fuck out of me. Like, they can do whatever. There's nothing I can do. But I'm going to talk and say what I want to say. Like, why is my word, like, everybody on my social media, let's be real, it's either a fake account or the enemy. They always somewhere hating on me or trying to fucking block something. I'm not talking about nothing that could change the world. I'm talking about some regular shit. These motherfuckers on my dick, bro. I don't like that shit. Like, every time I'm on live talking about nothing, like, they don't even want black people to encourage each other. Y'all don't deserve to hear nice words. That's basically what it's saying. The fact somebody always watching me to hate. Man, fuck you. That shit is corny to me, bruh. Like, you mean to tell me, like, I swear to God, there is something planned against me every second of the fucking day. Like, I would never want to be that important to anybody. Like, with my kid's dad, Tyreek, I don't ever want a man to love me like that. It's obsessive. It's crazy. And I stayed with him through the worst shit you could ever imagine, because I always knew he would try to kill me, himself, and the kids. Well, he's part of this. He helped my mom plan it. He started the gaslighting me when I wanted to leave him. So, it's crazy, but I don't like that shit. Like, I'm going to speak my mind. We have freedom of speech. It be to the point where motherfuckers would be zapping me with direct energy for talking to myself in my car. Like, what? That's a whole different level of trying to disrespect or taking away freedom of speech. I can't talk about you to myself in my car when you're attacking me with energy weapons. The audacity of somebody considered a bump to me. Get the fuck out of here. That shit is corny. And then there's thousands of people that runs around and supports it, and then they're doing the shit too, and that's some corny shit to me. I don't give a fuck. So, anyway, I done forgot what I was even talking about, because it just, I gotta keep myself calm. Because whether I was saying something or not, they still attack me. It's like, you damn if you do. Well, I'm gonna go hard trying to save myself. And so I didn't say nothing for 10 years about none of this shit. I just watched everybody make a fool of themselves and let these white people just... Well, I didn't know it was them, honestly, until last year in Cincinnati. I didn't know that part. But to find that out is like, what? They the ones control... What? So I don't know. But I don't know. I'm waiting on God. That's all I can do. And that's why people end up turning the other way in most cases, because waiting on God is hard as hell. But I always think about, I don't want to hear depart from me, and eternity means something. So, I don't know. But y'all try to have a good rest of y'all's day. I'm sure I'll be on here complaining again, because I'm telling everything that they do to me. I'm sick of these motherfuckers. It's disrespectful. It's very racist. And at the level in which they have black people attacking black people, and it's ridiculous, because black people is the muscle of everything. So it's like they done went and called the niggas on me so many times. Like, niggas is dangerous to beef with. I'm a woman. I don't have any type of weapon, nothing. That's a dangerous thing to do, for you to be into it with some niggas that you don't even know why, and ain't no telling what the fuck they done told these niggas about you. And so it's like, it's just dangerous, okay? They will try to kill you or get you killed, and involve everybody. Because once you make that agreement, I guess they can, I don't know. But I'm trying to be safe, and that's it. So y'all have a good day. This shit gets on my nerves. Like, I'm completely irritated.